say I do.
I fell in love with you in high school. I wrote your poems. Love how your aura matched your skin tone. Frankly, you just bring out a side of me that ain't easy to.
My life has got to be like this. It's got to keep going on.
How much better can I show my love for you?
Yeah.
And say I do.
I fell in love with you in high school. I wrote your poems. Love how your aura matched your skin tone. Frankly, you just bring out a side of me that ain't easy to show. It's easy to be vulnerable, but I feel safe in your heart and your prayers. I wonder how it would be if you were to end up with me for longer than infinity.
And even when it's a promotion, like Hip Doctor does it wrong where they constantly give discounts. A promotion can just be a product highlights. It doesn't always have to be a discount. It shouldn't be always a discount. The IP at some point has become weak. You can go see it's in the red or orange at the moment on post. We can also include in the contract a stipulation for a threshold that if we reach a specific threshold, we can actually revert into a retainer option if you want that threshold added. I think we've spoken about it before on team calls. We think that you secretly like the pushback because it means that you are getting new ideas. You're getting a good idea of, okay, this could work, this couldn't work, and it forces us to split test things to prove our points.
Just staying ahead and like having a good roadmap.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really helpful for us.
I agree.
Like we so.
Things happening this week. I just got confirmation of the ticket that I booked for my mom to fly and see me, so she's gonna come on Thursday. Booked her a ticket, just like to see her a lot, and sometimes it's not the most convenient for me to fly to her city, so I just booked her a ticket to fly to mine on Thursday. It's currently Tuesday. Then second thing that's happening this week is my private chef messaged me and wants to do a kind of cooking session at my place for content, so kind of a bonus. I'm going to invite a few friends over, do a really nice little dinner kind of thing with my mom, my friends, the private chef, and yeah, so if you guys get to see a little bit of that, that will be probably on Friday, so just the day after my mom lands, so it's not too chaotic. Also just booked a cleaner to come in tomorrow morning just to do a deep clean of everything, and yeah, the rest of the day that is being spent more on less admin and more on defocus work calls. I just use this time now because one of the calls were cancelled last second, so that works great. I could get a few things done. Also just messaged my assistant to try and organize a trip for Greece for my mom and I. I'm going to try and fly us to Greece and get like a really nice itinerary out of it. Last year I took her to the UK for the first time, went to Wimbledon, went to one of the best restaurants in the world, so just ticks off a few bucket list items for her since she's never traveled, and I'm luckily finally in a position to do that for her. So quite a few things happening this week. I'll keep you guys updated of anything that changes, and yeah, the rest is just work. So see you on the other side. So one of the things that you might have just seen is me going through a few of the things that we've done. So first of all, we kind of restructuring the team because we need to expand. There's a lot of clients looking to work with us, which means that we also need to hire. So I built out a team restructuring and a system of what we can follow, moving around some clients to other, different account managers, and also trying to figure out how we can scale. Because one of the things that we found previously is when we scale too fast, things start to break. So that's why we've kind of built up systems to where that doesn't happen anymore. Now, one of the things that we obviously doing is I have to go through a bunch of applications. I got my assistant to post up applications on LinkedIn, Upwork, and I believe a few other places, like probably Facebook groups. So he went ahead, did all of that for me. Now, what's interesting is, and you probably saw from the screen over there, we have a landing page, and it is amazing how many people just do not read correctly, and they want this job so badly, but they're not willing to go the extra mile of at least reading the details or watching the video that I've set up for them. And there's so many small details that are missed, and because we are such an intensive, high-risk position where so many clients are relying on us for so much, we are so stringent on finding personality traits over experience. And that is exactly what the job application is for. So people think that they're just applying for a job and that we are expecting them to have really good skills, but we can teach skill. We just cannot teach personality. And that is the way that I've hired the entire time, and why most of the team members have stayed with me for longer than 2 years. So when going through the application process, we, in the last 24 hours, got around 64 new applications, and I deleted 46 of them just because they did not read properly and answer properly. So the way that I set up the application, it automatically removes them from the rest of the application. So very easy process to get rid of people that obviously are going to waste my time in the long term. And then obviously what will happen is we'll go through the hiring process, the interview process, see who is the most qualified, and figure out who has the most solutions-based personality, because that's what we need for this position. And then we'll do a little bit of a hiring process once we can guarantee that we'll bring on new clients that can sustain that hire. So that's why our profit margins are really high, and why we do really well without letting things falter, without letting the team get a little bit too tight with their bandwidth. So yeah, just something interesting. It's amazing how many people just don't answer things correctly, even though all of the information is right in front of them. We never ask for CVs. We never ask for anything. We don't ask for their skills or their history. We ask it just for interest sake, but we never, ever hire according to that. We actually hire based on personality, because again, we can teach skill. And we have incredible training system that we have in-house. So yeah, I mean, it's just a simple thing, but I thought it was interesting to share. Now, just about to jump into more work. Going to go into the rest of my calls soon. And yeah, just deleted some of the things. My assistant's going to go through the rest of the applications that are remaining, put through a final few that they think, or he thinks that will be worthwhile to get on a call with, that won't waste my time. And from there, they'll go into phase 2 questions, which is a little bit more practically focused. So they'll be given kind of a practice task and see how they handle that. So yeah, just a few interesting things. Now, it's a little bit tricky to actually hire with ChatGPT, but we found some ways to overcome that by getting on the call and asking case-based questions. So yeah, very interesting things happening. A lot going on, to be honest, in 1 week, but nonetheless, we will carry on as per usual. And yeah, just thought I would share that. Alright, so pretty much just wrapped up all of my calls for the day and the night, pretty much. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have too much else to do. I need to send over a contract to a potential client that's onboarding, just for them to read through. So final edits there. And I need to do one more thing in regards to the potential buyer for the company, just send over a bit more information there as well. So just a few boring, monotonous things. So yeah. I mean, it's going to end off my day there, and I need to wake up early as per usual for gym, but also need to let the cleaner in as well. So yeah, pretty successful day, I would say. I didn't get everything I wanted to get done, but it is what it is. I'll catch up some of the stuff now and do the rest tomorrow, but otherwise it was pretty successful. So I'm sure you'll see an update probably in the next day or so. Whenever something else interesting happens, it might just be when the chef comes and show a bit of that. So yeah.
No one checked on me when I needed, so I just stack my bread, stay in my bag and not in my feelings. Overthink too much, I get distracted, start to deep it. I just deal with people exactly how they treat me. On the block ain't nothing but youths, trying to be bad and hoes that act up. I've been obsessed with money.